Alright guys, this is going to be another deck profile, and I know I said that I wasn't going to be doing a deck profile on Shinobirds because it's only about 60% complete, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because for the most part the deck's pretty much done. I just needed to get a few more cards for it. This is my only ritual deck. I'm not usually a big fan of ritual monsters, just based off the fact that I don't really like the idea of being, the whole tribute summon, you have to have the ritual card in your hand and everything, and this just never really appealed to me all that much. As soon as I found out that they had like a winged beast kind of like ritual, I was like, alright, I'll buy it and give it a try and start playing with it and stuff. And what makes this deck different is it's a spirit winged beast deck, meaning that the cards all go back to your hand and they all have really amazing effects. So that's what makes this deck a little bit different, is not only is it a ritual deck, but it's also a spirit deck, and I thought that was actually really interesting. So I'll go ahead and show you guys, and without any further ado, here we go. So 3 of Chenault Bird, Chenault Baron Peacock. This is essential. These and the Chenault Baron Peacock, Chenault Baroness Peacock, because these guys are the heart and soul of the deck. This actually, it has the ritual spell. These are the only ritual monsters in this deck, and he destroys monsters or sends monsters back to the hand or back to the deck. And when he gets sent back to the hand, he can add and special summon 2 tokens, meaning that you can use those 2 tokens again for the ritual summon when he goes back to your hand. Plus, he's 3,000. He's a beat stick on top of that, and I run 3 of him because instead of just like 2 and 2, because I only need 1 Baroness just because she destroys spell and traps. I feel like I need more of the whole front field destruction to be able to wipe their board and then be able to attack them. And then 1 Chenault Baroness Peacock, she does the exact same thing as he does, except she destroys spells and traps. Alright, so now for the monsters, we have 3 Shinobird Cranes. And he's really good because by discarding a monster card to the graveyard, his attack becomes, and a defense becomes the attack and defense of the monster that I discarded. So if I discard a Baron Peacock, he becomes a 3,000. And that's another way to get monsters in the graveyard. Alright, we've got 3 Shinobird Pigeons. And this guy's really good because when he special summons once per turn, I can target one other spirit monster on the field, return it to the hand, and during the end phase, this card was normal, special summon face, and return it to the hand. So, I mean, I know that probably didn't make any sense. I apologize, I was actually reading the card. I can target another spirit monster in the field and return it to the hand. So, he's really good because he combos with Hebo, the Lord of the River, and I'll show you that combo later. So, yeah, he's really good in this deck. And then I have 3 Shinobird Cranes. And Shinobird Crane is special summon once per turn. I can add another spirit monster or normal special summon while this is on the field. I can draw a card. And once per turn during the end phase, if it was normal summon or flip face up, return to the hand, obviously. So he's good because even though he can't be special summoned, if another spirit monster normal or special summoned, I can draw a card. So he's there for draw power. So if I normal or special summon another spirit monster while he's still on the field, I can draw a card, and that's really useful in this deck. Consistency. And then Aratama, and he is in a winged beast deck. He is in a winged beast, which is fine, nobody works with it. He's a spirit monster, and when he's normal, flip face up, return to the hand, and when he's normal summoned, I can add a spirit monster from my deck to my hand except him. So he's good for synergy. I can use him to search for another spirit monster and add it to my hand. Hebo, Lord of the River. I love this guy. Not only is he an 1800, so he's actually a pretty good attacker, but he makes all other monsters, even on my opponent's side of the field, spirit monsters too, so it makes them to go back to their hand. Alright, next, we only have 3 Sonic Bird. And you know what this guy does? His normal summon or flip, you can add a ritual spell card from my deck to my hand, so he's very necessary for ritual decks. And if you hear that thing that just went off, that's my AC. I'm standing right near it. You're recording this on the table, so usually on the table that's right next to the vent. So if it's really loud, I do apologize. Let me actually go turn that off. Alright, and then 3 Rising Air Currents. This is the field spell. I use this to pump up my wind monsters by 500 points. And then we have 3 Shinobird Calling. Now these This is the ritual spell, and what this does is this card is used to ritual summon Chenault Baroness or Chenault Baron, and obviously you tribute the monsters. I can tribute banished monsters from my graveyard, hand, or field, meaning if I have a Baroness or a Baron on the field or in the graveyard, I can just banish it even from the graveyard to get the other one. And that's one of the good things about this deck, is it makes it to where I don't have to just have it from the hand or field. Alright, 3 Shinobird Bird Power Spot. They gain 500 attack and defense, all my spirit monsters, so it's a good buff up. So combine that with Rising Air Current, then that's an extra 1,000 attack. And if a face-up wind monster I control returns to my hand, I can just add a spirit monster or ritual spell card from my deck to my hand. So the card it's for consistency, it's energy, and I use it to search for another spell card or a monster. And it says preparation of rites. This is supposed to be pre-preparation of rites because the monsters in here are 8 stars. I don't have pre-preparation of rites because they because they can be a little costly. So I'm just using this in the meantime. But basically what this would do is you activate it and I get a spirit monster, or I get a ritual monster, and I get the spell and I add it to my hand. And then next I have the 2 terraformings obviously for the Rising Air Current. 2 Twisters, which is used for MST, that's just my proxy for MST. Giant Trunade, Lightning Vortex, and Swords Revealing Light for the staples. And then 3 Chenault Bird Salvations. This is a really good trap card. Actually, if the face-up spirit monster I control returns to the hand, obviously, which is what this deck is going to do, I can target a card my opponent controls and destroy it, so it's consistent. A card goes back to my hand, destroy their card. Card goes back to my hand, destroy their card. So that's why I'm running 3 of them. And I can banish a spirit monster from my graveyard to negate an attack if they try to attack me. So it's like a Wabaku or Threatening Roar or whatever. Or it's also like the Raid Raptor return, which prevents their attack by negating it just by banishing a spirit monster. And then last but not least, 2 Spiritual Wind Art Myobis. I only run the 2 just because I only needed the 2 cards because it does work really well, but 3 I think overbogs it. So just 2 Spiritual Wind Art Myobis. And that's actually it for my deck profile. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but I decided what the hell, I'll go do it anyways. I really love this. This is a really fun deck. It's really fast. And once again, just like any other Winged Beast deck, it's annoying as hell against the opponent. They hate playing against it because it's consistently sending stuff back to the hand, destroying stuff, sending stuff back to the hand, and yeah, you get the drift. And alright, thank you for watching the deck profile, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.